Shouts of Olympus, what's up? Malachi Reborn here, and I am starting this question of the day series, and I hope it benefits you all. Today we have the first question from For Voice Radis, and I'm going to read his question. His question says, it's kind of a long sentence. It says, "Hey brother, question of the day. I have realized that the moment I feel like I am connected and aligned 100% with my vision and have certainty that I'm going to achieve this, then I can move with certainty. I have very much energy and take actions I wouldn't take otherwise. Can you please explain a process of which you can create this state daily, this state of certainty, and not wait until it comes?" This is a great question. Very good question, and we're gonna go over it right now. And then, as I said, look, I hope it benefits all of you. So here's what you gotta get: the process that we can create the feeling of certainty is gonna just be one thing: to take action. You got to take action. That's gonna come first, and then you can create certainty. Uh, I have this thing up right here with Isaac Newton. It came to mind, the law of motion he has, and it says an object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion with the same speed and in the same direction unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. So when it comes to certainty, the greatest force that's going to actually be against you is not taking the first step. You got to take action. You got to first take action in order to work towards increasing your level of confidence and certainty. And then as you calibrate, as you move forward, you see success. And as you see success, then what better way to increase a person's confidence than success? So as you can see, this process is very easy. The end. And I'm just playing. All right. See, here's the problem. A person might ask, well, then why are people still having trouble taking action and or achieving their goals? You see, that's the real issue. People are getting stuck somewhere along the process. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over something I learned from L. Ron Hubbard. That's right, L. Ron Hubbard, Scientology. And here it is. I have this deck of cards with me, and I'm going to show you guys something with the deck. Okay? Bunch of cards. I'm going to show you guys a magic trick. Now I'm playing. Just going to make a simple point. Okay? When people are confused, they got a bunch of choices. Each one of these cards represents a choice or confusion, something that's happening, and these things need to be put in order. But these choices are thoughts, ideas, obligations. They might have traditions, superstitions. They might be, have religious thoughts. They might even have some theories that they heard on the internet, their best friends, whatever. A whole bunch of different ideas, right? And all these things are going through a person's mind. And what happens is that the person tends to freeze up during the decision-making process. And if that wasn't even bad enough, what if I took this deck of cards and I started throwing stuff in the air? Oh shit. It's getting all over the place. Now, here's the thing. I'm in my office, so it's not that bad. All I gotta do is just start picking cards up. I'll pick up a few. All right, that's enough. I picked up 3. I gotta get to the rest later. And that is exactly the point. You see, let's talk about what just happened. The cards are being thrown up in my office. And this currently represents a situation where there's a bunch of random thoughts being thrown up in a person's mind. But the thing about this situation is that there's no goal in my mind at the moment. Or let's say a person. There's no goal in the person's mind at the moment. And see, this is what's going on in many people's mind most of the time. They just continue to let the cards scatter around. Now, it really doesn't matter right now. Why? Because there's Again, currently not a decision that needs to be made at this moment. So as a result, the place will just get messy. And who cares? You know? You see, when this happens in a person's mind, they can always come back later and pick the cards up. I'm gonna pick up some more. I don't want this thing to get out of hand too much. All right, I got about 6 of them this time. This is getting out of hand. Now, let's say, what if the person was outside at a park and the wind started blowing like a tornado and the cards got loose and they were blowing all over the place, getting scattered? That would be a little bit more to the story, right? That would be a little bit more confusing. Let's say all of this is happening, and the cards are getting scattered during the middle of a parade. People are walking around, elephants, animals, and everything's getting all over the place. It's going to get really confusing. And this is when a person realizes, oh shit, what am I going to do? Because I'm not at my house. I got to pick up these damn cards now. Now, the example that I'm giving you is kind of what happens in people's minds. But you see, here's the thing. It's worse in the person's mind. Why? Because in the mind, the cards don't fall on the floor. I can pick up cards off the floor here. In my mind, it's a little bit different. The floor of my office is my safety net. No matter where the cards are going to fall, I can just pick them back up when I'm ready. It might not be in the, fast, really fast, but it's possible that I can still pick up the cards. Now, here's the thing. And the mind is a little bit different. Your thoughts don't have a container to fall into. In the mind, these cards are floating around in the darkness of outer space. And they're just going all over the place. There's no floor. There's no security of the floor. And see, this is where a person starts to get confused in their mind and start to freeze up. Now, just so happens, good old L. Ron Hubbard came up with a solution for this situation. And I'm going to tell you what it is now. It's very simple. It's called the stable datum. I'm going to show you guys something. I have a book here, L. Ron Hubbard. And I'm going to go to page 22. Here it is. Let me show you a picture. Here's a guy in the middle of a park, and all of his papers are scattered all around the place. The solution is very simple. All we have to do is pick up one of the cards off the floor. Just one. And next, what the person is going to have to do is they're going to have to realize that all of those other cards that are scattered all around my office right now, or scattered around in the place of the mind, in the space of the mind, they're all related to this one card in some way. A person is going to have to understand that if they can get one of these cards to do what they want it to do, which is become unscattered, become in order, then it's very possible for them to get the rest of the cards to do what it wants to do. This one card is the stable datum. I'll show you one more thing at this page. Okay, at the bottom there's a quote here that L. Ron wrote on this side. I'm going to read it to you. It says, "A confusion is only a confusion so long as all the particles are in motion." And this is what makes the stable datum so powerful. Because once I pick up one of the cards, all of the particles are no longer all in motion. I have one of them. So again, the solution is very simple. If a person at any time can say, well, I know one thing for sure. I got the Ace of Hearts. I got one card. And if their goal is to bring order to the deck of cards, then this one piece of card is going to create certainty. This is your stable datum. So what's the moral of the story? To take action. Even if shit seems confusing, just move, just take the step. And as you assess the situation from the first step and you start to calibrate, then regardless of what happens, you will begin to increase your confidence. And this is the process that's going to create the state of certainty every single day for a person, no matter what. So instead of waiting for confidence to come to you, oh, I just want to feel confident today. I hope it comes today. I hope I feel good today. I want to be like I felt last week when I was just making things happen. Instead of waiting for these feelings and these energies, emotions to come to you, all you got to do is go out and take the first step and go get it.